Seneca was one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in Rome, advisor to emperors, author, philosopher, and he was obsessed with one thing above everything else: not money, not power, not legacy, time. He wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a great deal of it." And in that one sentence, he diagnosed a disease that kills most human lives before they're over. These are his 5 lessons on time. Learn them now before it's too late. The first lesson: your time is being stolen and you don't even notice. Seneca wrote, "Omnia aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est." Everything is alien to us. Only time is truly ours. And yet we give it away constantly to people who don't deserve it, to distractions that add nothing, to obligations we never actually chose, to a version of our life that someone else designed for us. Seneca's warning is brutal. Most people will reach the end of their life and realize they never actually lived it. They lived everyone else's version of it. The question is not whether your time is being stolen. It is. The question is whether you're going to take it back. The second lesson: stop postponing your life. This is the one that will hurt. Seneca wrote that the most common human mistake is believing that life begins later. When I finish this project, when the kids are older, when I have more money, when things calm down, they never calm down. The project is replaced by another project. The children grow up and new responsibilities appear. The money comes and new desires replace it. Seneca called this the postponed life, and he considered it the greatest tragedy a human being could experience. Not death, not suffering, but arriving at death having never fully shown up to life. The life you're waiting for is the one you are living right now. The third lesson: most of what you worry about will never happen. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Take a moment and think about everything you've worried about in the last year. The conversations that went wrong, the disasters that were coming, the worst case scenarios you played over and over. How many of them actually happened? Almost none. The human mind is a catastrophe machine. It generates suffering on demand, for free, about things that will never exist outside of your own head. Seneca knew this 2,000 years ago. He trained himself to ask one question before every worry: is this actually happening right now? Almost always, the answer is no. The fourth lesson: the present moment is the only place life exists. Seneca wrote constantly about what he called the present instant, the only moment that is ever real. The past is fixed and gone. The future doesn't exist yet. The only place you can ever actually live is here, in this moment, doing this thing. And yet most people spend their entire lives everywhere except the present, replaying the past, rehearsing the future, missing the only moment they actually have. Seneca's practice was simple. Several times a day, stop and ask yourself, where am I right now? Not physically, mentally. Are you here or are you somewhere else? The answer will tell you whether you're actually living your life or just passing through it. The fifth lesson: live every day as if it could be your last, not with panic, but with intention. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we had come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." This is not morbid. This is the most practical philosophy ever written. When you know, really know, that your time is finite, trivial things lose their power over you. The petty argument, the social media scroll, the hours spent on nothing, they all shrink when held against the reality of a life that ends. And the things that matter, the conversation with someone you love, the work that means something, the experience you've been postponing, they become urgent. Not tomorrow, now. Seneca didn't fear death. He used it as a compass, and it pointed always toward the present moment and the people and work that actually mattered. If this gave you something useful, subscribe. The books that inspired this video are linked below. See you in the next one.